Guten Tag. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This one's going to be a little bit different than the last couple. You're just going to have to sit and listen to me rant and rave. So, this past weekend, I was on the Anthem VIP demo, which, personally, it had a few glitches, but I thought it was an amazing video, or amazing demo. It really let you get in and sample quite a bit of the different javelins and the different abilities and the controls and quite a bit of things. I really enjoyed myself. While yes, there are some issues with it. Yes, I did get 95, quote unquote, the 95% loading screen. It takes forever, or actually won't load. You have to reset the system. I got that plenty of times myself. Never really had a problem getting in, just getting past the main title screen. Had quite a few of those, but overall, this is a demo. This isn't supposed to be the full game. This isn't what you're going to end up with when it launches. We've been told this. They've been upfront about this. They've told us that it is a 6-week-old build. They've told us that the in-game currencies, the microtransactions are purely cosmetic, and the snippet that everybody's passing around, from what I understand, they've come out and strictly said that that's just a placeholder. Those numbers in there don't mean anything. They can change literally down to the day it launches. So all of these YouTubers out there that are making these videos that go, oh, you're going to pay $20 for a skin. No, you're not. 99%, you're not going to pay $20 per skin. They'd be ignorant to think that you would. Now, am I saying that there's no possibility that they're not going to charge $20? No. I'm just saying that if you look at it from a business point of view, more than likely they're not going to charge $20 for a skin when you've paid $60 for the game. It's a number in there that's a placeholder. For all we know, those shards that they want, I believe they're calling them shards, I don't even remember at this point, but the currency that you pay real money for, we have no idea what the value on that is. That could be a $20 skin, it could be a $10 skin. For that matter, it might be a $5 skin. Who knows? Not I, not any of these other YouTubers, the people making the game. EA and or the other publishers. Like, we don't know. They do. And they may not have decided as of yet. But I'm getting really tired of these other YouTubers making such a big deal of, oh, you're going to pay $20 a skin. You don't know that. Shut up. Quit making fake news. It's pissing me off, and I'm getting real tired of it. I hate the fact that YouTubers do this. I want somebody who is going to give honest opinions and honest information. It's been really hard for me to find that in the Anthem thing, in the Anthem videos. I do watch quite a few different YouTubers. I know back in my Destiny days, My Name is Bife was one of my favorite ones because he done a lot of the lore stuff, and I'm a completionist when it comes to Destiny. I had 100% Grimoire score. I completed the game. I had every exotic. I've done every raid. I've done everything you can do. And 99% chance I'm going to be the same thing with Anthem. But I liked Bife because he was upbeat and he gave straightforward information. He wasn't running down the rabbit hole with the next hot news. No, he was a step back. He was more calculated. He knew what he was going to do. He knew where he was going to go. He had information to back everything up. That's the type of guy that I like. That's the type of YouTuber I want to see, and that's the type of YouTuber I want to be. So, with all this being said, I'm going to try to keep this rant a little bit short. But my overall views, I got in, I played Anthem for a little bit. I started off with the Ranger. I ran it for the first 2 levels. As soon as I could unlock one, I unlocked the Colossus. All right, so I started running around as this big, beefy tank. And yeah, I bought some of the upgrades with the coin that they give you for free so that you can try out the upgrades, which are just cosmetic. It just changes the look. It's not a pay to win. It's not you got to have this to be able to do that. They're not linking it up that way, or at least not yet. And when and if they do, that's bad on them. But at this point, they're still doing exactly what they told us that they were going to do. They're so anyways, back to the gameplay. I played as the Colossus for probably a good 10 hours. And I really enjoyed the Colossus play. You get the shield. You don't have really an over shield. It felt heavier. It felt clunkier. It felt entirely different than the Ranger. It handles different. It maneuvers different. The guns are different. They handle differently. There's a lot of difference in the abilities, not just the abilities, but the way it feels in the controller and the way it acts. It takes a lot longer to make a hard corner in the Colossus than what it does with the Ranger or the Storm for that matter. Now, I was online long enough that I basically maxed out the level of the Colossus, so I jumped back over to my Ranger and started running the Ranger some more just to get in some more good gameplay. Now, I did stream for about 7 hours total, but because I'm a smart person, I forgot to put my stream on record and to keep all of my past streams. So all of the gameplay that I had that I thought I was going to be able to pull and put into making some videos for you guys didn't happen. It went up on a stream, so if you were lucky enough to catch me while I was streaming, good for you. Thanks for watching. For anybody else, I'm sorry. I've already changed my settings so that when for the upcoming open demo, I'll have some more gameplay. But I did run as the Ranger for quite a while. I got it basically at max level. There's some really neat stuff that you can do with the Ranger. And then Sunday afternoon, they opened up the other 2 classes kind of as a reward or a perk for those that were having troubles with the open demo or the VIP demo, as kind of a sorry, here's a little extra for you guys for putting up with all the problems that we've had. So immediately I went from the Ranger and unlocked the Storm. I spent the rest of my time playing as the Storm, getting it leveled up, getting used to the way it handles. And the Ranger is a really good all-around type of javelin. The Colossus is a really good tank. Like, it feels strong enough to be able to, you can't really just walk in and be like, here I am, shoot me, because you will get disintegrated. But it is tanky enough that you can take on 4, 5, or 6 enemies and not come out with too much damage. You gotta get your gameplay right to really be able to handle the Colossus really well. There's a lot of strategy to it. It's not just run in and draw aggro and be a tank. There's some good situational awarenesses that you need to have, and you got to come up with a good strategy to be able to run it. The Ranger is a little bit different. It's mid-range, long-range. If you want it to be, you can perk it out to make it a close-range attack. It's a lot faster, a lot more maneuverable than the Colossus is, so it's an entirely different beast running back and forth. And I really like the Ranger. And then I got over to the Storm. Well, the Storm is a entirely different monster of its own. If you're in air and floating, that little bubble shield that you get around you gets an extra boost of health. Or not health, but strength. So it takes longer to knock it down. And the Storm it's just able to deal out so much damage. It almost feels like the tank, not because it can take a lot of damage, but because it just deals out so much. You're always pushing forward because you're just punching holes in the enemy's defense lines, and you feel like the tank because there's nobody out there that's really returning a whole lot of fire, because you're staggering them, you're hitting them with combos and all kinds of things. The Storm is very, very effective. It's an entirely different style of play, and that is one of the things that I love about Anthem. Is it is entirely different when you move from a Ranger to a Colossus to a Storm. And unfortunately, I ran out of time and I did not get any time to run the Interceptor. But for the open demo this weekend, I do plan on putting up some strictly Interceptor time so I can get used to the gameplay on that. But I will tell you, as of right now, after the VIP demo, but before the open demo, my first unlockable javelin will be the Colossus. I'm going to go from the Ranger to the Colossus, from the Colossus over to the Storm, as of right now. But like I said, I haven't had any chance to run the Interceptor, so that may or may not change between open demo and launch. So, but my suggestion for everyone, and I had a lot of fun in this game personally, I suggest getting the demo. Download the demo in the store, either in the Xbox store or whatever you have for PlayStation. I'm an Xbox guy, not a PS guy. But download the demo. It's a free demo. It's free to play. You have nothing to worry about. You're not spending money on it. But at minimum, download the demo and give it a shot. If you like third-person shooters, because it is a third-person point of view, you're sitting back here looking down at your guy. It is an amazing game. I'm used to first-person shooters. I've played a lot of Halo in the past. I played way too many hours of Destiny. I'm probably over 6,000 to 8,000 hours in Destiny committed over multiple years. But get in and play it. It's a lot of fun. And like I said, it's not going to cost you a dime. If you get in and you really, really enjoy it and you want to go out and pay for it, pay for it. Like, to me, it looks like it's going to be a good game. Regardless of what all these haters are saying, or all these guys who are trying to stir up the pot just so they can get views, most of them don't even know what they're talking about. Like I said, EA has came out and stated they don't know what the currency levels are going to be, and that it can change up to the day that it launches. So if they don't even know what they're setting the currency at, how do these YouTubers have any guess? So I'm not saying don't listen to them, but take everything with a grain of salt. It's the internet. Come on, you gotta do your research. You gotta find out for yourself, and that's all I'm suggesting. Download the open demo. It's free to play. Find out for yourself. I mean, I really, really enjoyed the game. Can't say that enough. I had a great time. I did get 95 quite a few times. I did end up sitting at the title screen multiple times, having to restart from title screen because it hasn't loaded all the way in. But overall, I had a great time. Had an amazing time. Yeah, I was interrupted a couple times. Yeah, there were a few bugs trying to get into fire teams, or squads as they call them, with my buddies. But it's a demo. I didn't expect it to work perfectly. This is a 6-week-old build. I took it with a grain of salt because I'm an adult who knows when you make something, there's a few glitches in it. You know, you got to work through a few problems. So take everything with a grain of salt. Find out for yourself. I thought it was a great game. If you run the demo and you find out that you love it, get it. If you don't like it, you're not out anything but a little bit of time that you spent playing it and downloading it, and delete it and get rid of it, and you're done. It's kind of like my video. If you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't, Get out of here. I'm done with you. And as a matter of fact, I'm done with everybody because I'm going to cut out of here. This has been 15 minutes already. I didn't realize I was ranting for that long. So, auf Wiedersehen and sayonara. We'll see you guys in the next video.